Now we are going to discuss about hazard groups. So microorganisms based on few parameters can be divided into various hazard groups. So how all this started? For that, first we should know what is hazard groups and then how they are divided. So control of substances hazardous to health 2 COSFHH2 defines a biological agent as any microorganism, parasite, microscopic infectious form of a larger parasite, cell culture or human endoparasite, including any which have been genetically modified, which may cause any infection, allergy, toxicity, or otherwise create a hazard to human health is called as hazardous organism. Advisory Committee of Dangerous Pathogens 1995A classified the pathogens according to hazard groups and categories of containment into based on these three criteria. One is pathogenic potential, it means the disease causing potential. Route of transmission, it means how they are transmitting inside the human body. And third is epidemiological consequences of escape from the laboratory, it means how many people will be affected if it will be released from the laboratory. So based on these three parameters, microorganisms has been classified into four different hazard groups, or you can say risk groups, right? Group 1, group 2, group 3 and group 4. Group 1 is including the biological agents which is unlikely to cause human disease like rhizobium, like lactobacillus. Hazard group 2, a biological agent that can cause human disease and may be hazardous to employees, but it is unlikely to spread to community, and there is usually effective prophylaxis or effective treatment methods are available. Hazard group 3, a biological agent that can cause severe human disease and present a serious threat to employees. It may present a risk of spreading to the community, and but we have effective prophylaxis or treatment or both the options available for them. Hazard group 4, a biological agent that causes severe human disease and is a serious health problem to employees. It is likely to spread to community and there is no treatment or vaccination or both the options available. Right? So these are the four categories. Now if you want to know which organism falls into which category, you can go to this link as it has been given here. You will be able to download a PDF. This is the front page of the PDF. In this you will find the entire list of these organisms which falls into category 2, 3 and 4. This list does not include the organism which falls in category 1 because non-pathogenic organisms which are usually part of category 1 are not included in hazardous categories. Other than this, you can also download this mobile app where you can just search out any microorganism that which group it belongs to. And I think, as I remember in previous classes, we have done this exercise in the class itself. So I hope all of you are very well aware about this. Thank you.